Welcome back, Marvel Race fans, to T&D Entertainment. This is event number 5. We are going to be going into the hurdles. These are much faster races, so we will not have a part 1 and part 2. There will not be a whole lot of commentary going along with this, but I will be talking about things as we go. We are halfway through the season. With the conclusion of this event, we have 4 more events left to go. Of course, one of them will be the intergrouping hurdles. Our first match today puts Galaxy against Snowflake, and we notice that Galaxy takes the early lead on that. He now holds the record at 5.0 since this is the inaugural event. Next up is Fireball and Emerald. As I said, this is the midway point to the season. After this, we do have the intergrouping hurdles. Emerald's going to take that second race with a time of 5.03. Now we have Snowflake versus Emerald. I'm going into the start block now. Push back to the start block, and they're off. Snowflake takes the early lead down. He's going to handily hand Emerald his defeat. Snowflake walks away with a time of 5.08. Now we have Galaxy and Fireball.
Small screen now.
They're being dropped into the chutes, getting ready to go. The push back, release, and they're off. Fireball takes an early lead out. However, Galaxy makes some distance up in the drop. We're going to do a quick replay since that was so close. Clearly, Fireball was in the lead. Fireball walks away with a 5.02. Next up, Snowflake and Fireball. Fireball, just the recent winner. Can he hold on to his streak? Snowball kind of hopes he doesn't. Maybe put a little bit of melted water on him as he goes. Snowflake comes down. He's taken the early lead. He takes a sizable lead at the finish line with a 5.10 to 6.08. Now we have Galaxy and Emerald. Marbles are being dropped in the start block. Push back, and they're off. Emerald takes the early lead. Galaxy looked like he was catching back up, but he kind of fell back behind again. Emerald takes the win. Emerald ties the record at a 5.00. Now we're going to switch over to Team Homer for the next several races. I'm going to start off with Thunder and Lemony. They're in the start blocks, pushed back, ready to go. Thunder takes the early lead out, but Lemony jumps ahead of him, comes down to the final stretch. Lemony takes the lead with a 4.16. That is going to be our new record. Midnight and Bob. We've already talked about Bob's story during this whole season. Kind of hanging out at the bottom of the rankings. He's not out of it completely yet, but we can always hope that he'll make a comeback. Bob makes a quick jump off, beats Midnight down way past the finish line with a 4.20. So I think we finally found Bob's event, maybe. He likes that speed racing. He doesn't necessarily like the stuff up in the funnels. Alright, now we got Thunder and Midnight. They're pushed back, coming back. We've also talked a little bit about Thunder. Thunder holding the record. Midnight ended up with that victory with a 5.01. Going back to Thunder, though, Thunder was second seeded coming into the series this year, and he's managed to hold on to the first place lead during of his particular group the whole season. He's put together a fantastic season. Now we have Bob and Lemony. Bob and Lemony are coming down. Bob held the lead. Oh, this is going to be too close to tell. Let's take a look at instant replay. Lemony's going to take it. So we're going to give Lemony a 5.16 and Bob a 5.17. Thunder and Bob. Can Bob make the right rebound, or can Thunder hold on to his first place in the division? Here we go. Bob takes that early lead out. He's putting distance between him and Thunder. Gets down the chute, and he gets a sizable win with a 4.22. Once again, Bob puts together a really nice time. Now we have Midnight and Lemony. Marbles are going in the chute. The push back. The release. Lemony takes an early lead. Midnight's trying to make the catch up. They're coming down. Lemony and Midnight up to the finish line. It's too close to call. Let's take an instant replay. Lemony takes it. That's 2 in a row now for Lemmy's had to wait to the very final line to close out that win. Here's a look at our current standings as they stand right now. We notice that Midnight has actually got a better record than Thunder. Now we're going back to Team Scooby. Let's take a look at the second set of Team Scooby. Snowflake and Galaxy. Once again, they're up. They're in the slots, pushed back, ready to go, and they're off. First hurdle, second hurdle, third hurdle, fourth hurdle down. Snowflake and Galaxy. Another close one. Snowflake is going to take it at the finish line. 5.03 with a 5.04. Now we have Fireball and Emerald. Here they are being dropped in the chute. The push back, set, and go. They're neck and neck through the first 2 hurdles, and Emerald is just going to manage to pull it out a little bit. He ends up with another 5.00, same as he did last time. Really good runs, but just not quite enough to get to that record again. Snowflake and Emerald back up and tap. In the chute they go. Sometimes they're going to make a little bit of comment about Snowflake because he just looks so close to that white piece that sometimes he blends in. I think that kind of helps to his advantage. Emerald couldn't see him taking off. He ends up with a 5.07 against Emerald's 6.03. Now we have Galaxy and Fireball. So maybe that's a little bit of a strategy that Snowflake uses on that first open stretch there. Get that little bit of a lead going, you know. Alright, Galaxy, Fireball. Fireball is in the lead coming down. This one's not going to be the photo finish like it was last time. Fireball ends up with a 5.15 to Galaxy 6.02. Now we have Snowflake and Fireball. Once again, the two that Snowflake can melt off a little bit and maybe slow down Fireball, or Fireball can just use that and maybe melt Snowflake to his advantage. We don't know. Here they are coming down. Snowflake is handily going to take this one with a 4.20 to Fireball's 5.15. Galaxy and Emerald. You don't hear too much or a lot about this matchup. They seem to be pretty quiet. They're not up against each other, and they just kind of casually play. And we get Emerald winning this one for the 5.10. Now we're going to switch over to Team Homer for the last set for the day. Start out with Thunder and Lemony again. As we saw in the standings, Thunder really needs to start pulling it out because he's going to lose his first place standing if he doesn't. He does get the start out of the block quick, but here's Lemony coming up like a fireball, except it's not Fireball. He ends up with a 5.04 with a win over Thunder with a 5.11. Now we have Midnight and Bob. Last we saw, Midnight was leading in his respective division there. And of course, we know all about Bob. Here they come down. They're pretty well neck and neck coming down. But Midnight's going to take this one. 5.07 to 5.12. Now we have Thunder and Midnight. This one could start having implications toward the top of the leaderboard. And here they go. They're coming down. Thunder's taking this one handily. Beats out Midnight with a 4.17 to 5.11. Talking about the leaderboard, let's talk about how this series is going to work out. Well, let's talk about Lemony and Bob. They had a close race last time, photo finish. Let's see what we get out of this one. Lemony took an early lead, but here comes Bob. He's coming back up. We're going to get another photo finish. Lemony's going to take 2 in a row away from Bob. That's Lemony's third photo finish of the day. Well, let's talk a little bit about how our series works. The top 3 teams from each division make it on, and they advance on to the final round, or to the elimination stage. So only the bottom person gets eliminated. So that's why there's so much importance on being not the 4th marble in the respective division. While I was talking, we've got another photo finish. This one looks like it's going to Thunder this time. And it does. Thunder gets the 5.10 over 5.11 with Bob. Bob has lost 3 in a row today in photo finishes. He's putting up a fight, but he just isn't making it. Now we have Lemony and Midnight. Lemony's having a really good day today, and he's going to continue it on. That's a 5-10 to a 5-12. I think Lemony ended up with a 6-0 for the day. Here's our final standings for the day. We noticed that Emerald jumped up 2 places. Galaxy and Fireball both drop. Lemony leapfrogged over Midnight and Thunder to take the lead. If you enjoyed what you saw today, please like and share. And look out for our next episode, which will be out in about a week. And it's going to be hurdles again, but it's going to be the intergrouping where each team plays each other. Till next time, this is Terry with T&D Marvel Entertainment, and I'm signing off.